Hello everybody, I am Lane Mars, and in today's video we are going to be ranking every single boss fight in Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies from easiest to hardest. And now jumping right into this thing at the number 7 spot, we have the Shadows of Evil Shadow Man boss fight. Now it is a pretty simple boss fight where all you have to do is run around and hit 4 gate worms around the arena until all 4 gatekeepers rise up and shoot a red laser at the Shadow Man. At this point, you are going to shoot him a lot until he eventually moves towards the summoning key, where you'll have a chance to press square, F, I don't know the Xbox, I think it's X, I don't know. You'll have a chance to capture him. And your only real threat they are going to be dealing with throughout this entire boss fight is the Margwas and all of the zombies that might get in your way while you're trying to wall run across the map. Overall, it is not too difficult. It is pretty easy. If you're a decent player, you should be able to pull it off. Just gotta keep track of that Shadow Man. Keep on shoot, 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 shoot. But if you've done the whole Easter egg, you've beaten the flag step, so you probably got this under wraps. And now coming in at the number 6 spot, it is the Mama Spider. Now the Mama Spider is a really fun, not super stressful boss. It's just kind of like you shoot the boss and you hang out. Now when his mouth is frothing with that yellow pus, you're going to shoot him a lot. And then he does do a lot of damage, so I recommend at least having Jug. Look out for his spit on the floor, try to not stand in that, and also make sure he doesn't poke you down. Overall, it's a fun boss fight, it's a unique boss fight, it's just a larger version of an enemy we already have on the map, but it's not too difficult, you shouldn't have any problems with it, and it comes in at the number 6 spot. And coming in at number 5, we have Revelations. Now, it is harder than Shadows because there is a second phase, or a first phase rather, before the boss fight, which is exactly the same as Shadows, pretty much. But the first phase is kind of difficult, especially without wonder weapons. There are 4 elemental phases to survive by killing Margwas, and you also have to remember the symbols that pop up in the Crenorium, which can be tough, but it's also a really fun step, and it's kind of unique. Not a lot of maps have a step like that. Now the second phase is even easier than Shadows, but you can't fall off the map. Now all you have to do is put a summoning key into an altar, and then charge up souls with Margwas, Panzers, etc. And then you will throw the summoning key into Sophia, where she will shoot a red laser at the Shadow Man, where you can shoot him a lot and hold square on the Crenorium once he is in the Apothecan's mouth, killing him, capturing him for good. And coming in at the number 4 spot, we have Takeo. Now, this boss is not too difficult, as it's not actually the boss itself you have to deal with, but rather the insane amount of thrashers that are going to be spawning in the battle arena, which is relatively small for a boss arena. Now, thrashers deal a lot of damage, and they are going to try to mess with you, so please make sure you have a full gas mask, as well as you might die before you even get to the fight, as that elevator ride down is pretty rough. Now overall, it's a pretty mid boss, and it ranks in the middle of the list. It's not super fun to do, but it's also like, it's not super hard, not super easy, right in the middle. Now coming in at number 3, we have Nikolai, which is very difficult. However, it is super easy to cheese. If you manage to pop your in plain sight and shoot all of the yellow battery things in that 10 seconds, he's just gonna die. Now he does do a lot of damage, so if he hits you with his rockets or his fucking rolling guys from multiplayer, I forget what they're called, but yeah, if he hits you with those, he is going to kill you, so please be very careful. He does a lot of damage, he does not have a ton of health, and I do find him easier than the dragon, just because of how easy he is to cheese. However, his damage output is nuts. And coming in at the number 2 spot, we have the Gatekeeper from Der Eisendrache. Now, he has 4 different attacks based on the 4 elemental bows. There are volcanoes on the floor to avoid, skulls flying in the air for the void bow, and there is lightning strike, which is also the moment where he is vulnerable to be trapped. Now he will also spawn hellhounds at you, which is, in my opinion, the wolf attack. Now there are 3 phases, with each getting increasingly more difficult, with panzers in between. The panzers are going to be your hardest time, and also if you don't have your rags charged up by the time that he goes into the middle, you might just run out of ammo, because ammo can be tight if you're not running this thing properly. You know, if you mess up, you're gonna have to survive a whole nother round with the same amount of ammo that you have, and I mean, honestly, it can get scary at times. And coming in at the number 1 spot, we have the Dragon from Gorod Krovi. Now, it is a big arena, however, it's covered in fire quite often by the Dragon. Now, there are manglers and zombies spawning throughout. However, if you just wait for Nikolai to strike and then fire at the weak point, you will have to do that 3 times, and the Dragon shouldn't be too much of a hassle. However, once you get to that 3rd phase, that guy starts firing these fireballs at you from the sky, and those things are really tough. They're super difficult, so keep an eye out for those. Those are what end up getting me most of the time, if I'm being honest. But anyways, that's the list. Dragon at number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, if you agreed with the list, leave a like. If you didn't agree with the list and you liked the video anyways, leave a like, and just tell me what you think in the comments down below. If you hated the video, leave a dislike and then tell me what you think. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.